What's up, guys? Lion from the Demonic Reptiles here. I'm with my buddy Mckay. So we're gonna show off his collection of snakes. He has a really good collection. He has snakes for many, many years. What got you into snakes, or how long have you been keeping snakes?
I've been keeping snakes for over 20 years, ever since college. So I guess what, 2000, somewhere around there. I've bred corn snakes, I think when I was a sophomore, my first sophomore year.
So you have this collection right now, but this wasn't your main collection. You had a collection before this, right?
Right.
Okay, so it looks like a small collection, guys, but there's a lot of good stuff in this collection. He got rid of stuff, restarted. So this is the restart of Art's collection, and I think it's pretty good. He has a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to start off with showing the Ballpythons. So what do you want to show off?
Alright, so I'm working with a lot of pod stuff, some dream, little some genetic stripe, Scaleless stuff. I'll go ahead and show you what I have.
So I was with him in Tinley when he actually bought this Dreamsicle pair. He actually bought a bunch of lavender het pod het lavenders. So he's working pretty well with the Dreamsicle project.
Got these two. They're both around 2 years old. This is the female here and the male there.
So this is the female, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the male.
Yeah, the female was a little bit slow getting started.
So they're really pretty. They got really big. I know when you got them, they were hatchlings. And your plan is just pretty much pairing them together, or using something different for the female?
I'm probably gonna end up pairing them this coming year, hopefully, and I might end up switching to a different male next year.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And he also got this ARS rack. It's actually one of my older ARS racks. So a cool thing I noticed when you open up the tub is you have your water bowls actually in the back.
Some of them are, yeah.
Any reason why you do that?
Because some of the tubs have labels on the front that are in Sharpie.
So that's the reason why. So it's not a humidity issue or anything like that. He just don't like the way the other side looks.
I've got a champagne pod here. She just dropped a clutch of eggs. She's still good and fat.
So champagne pod here. So
or champagne het pod.
Champagne het pod. Okay, but you see the ring on it, guys? Really cool. But the cool thing is that Art actually has the eggs up there sitting on top of his retic rack, and no incubator, guys. They're straight up in the room. Probably what, day 90? No, day
60 something.
Day 60 something. But they're dimpling. They're ready to be hatching out soon. So if the room and the humidity is good and the heat's fine, you don't need an incubator, guys. He'll be test. He'll test you to that.
Let you know how it goes.
Yeah, he'll let us know. When you come out with 3 heads and no lower jaw, we know why.
No, I've done corns like that before, and they've been fine.
Yeah, a lot of people hatch out corns like that all the time. Those snake eggs will be fine. Those babies will be fine. So this is a really cool snake right here. I actually sold him this snake. This is a blackhead genetic stripe, het hypo.
She's got a really nice clean stripe on her.
Super clean. Love the darkness on it. This is a sleeper project. I think this is a really cool project. I think this would be really nice with Xanthic, or definitely Clown. Do the Kiki ball with blackhead. Maybe even throw a little bit of leopard in there, or spot nose. I think that's a really, really cool project. I think there's a lot of potential with this. Even if you even threw it to the Dreamsicle to get a blackhead pied genetic stripe lavender, that could be really neat too. Picture this snake with this lavender would be really, really neat. And I gotta show, he's gonna show off my favorite Ballpython ever.
Is that the Scaleless?
Scaleless, yeah. So I know a lot of controversy with the Scaleless, and people, you know, aren't big fans of them. I love the Scaleless, still one of my favorite snakes out there. I remember hatching out my first one. Speaking of hatching out my first one, this is the first one I ever hatched out. So this is a Scaleless Ballpython.
She's actually in shed.
She's in shed, and honestly, they're always in shed, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it looks like a bad shed. She'll shed it off. And the cool thing is he has it on aspen, and this snake does fine on it. No problems whatsoever. He has a little dry shed on the bottom, but you know, that comes right off. So the key thing with these guys, you want to keep them dry, not too humid. A lot of people think you want to go humid with them. That's not what you want to do. You really want to go dry with them. That's really the best way of keeping them. When they go into a shed, that's when you really want to get the moisture and the humidity up. But before that, you really want to keep them nice and dry. But this is really cool. I love the Scaleless stuff. This is a female, and the reason why they're probably what 2-3 years old.
Yeah, at least.
So about 3 years old, but they shed so often, so it takes a while for them to actually grow because they're constantly shedding. But really neat snake.
I keep an extra water bowl in there for humidity.
Yep. So see, has one large bowl here, one bowl in the back. So that's kind of where you really want to keep the scaleless snakes, well, scaleless ball pythons. You want to keep that humidity high, but not too high where it actually starts getting moldy or, you know, just sores on the stomach or anything like that. So I also want to show you guys 2 more snakes real quick.
Angolan.
So these are Angolan pythons. I actually hatched these out. So these are some of the offspring that I actually produced last year.
Yeah, last year.
Last year.
Year-old.
So they got really large.
Feed them pretty well.
I'll pull up the female so we have a little bit of size comparison.
They're both females.
Oh yeah, both females. Sorry, yeah. He wanted a pair, but I thought it'd be smarter for him to have 2 females. But they look good. They look great. I love the way these are. They look really similar to ball pythons, but the pattern's really neat. They have these cool beta scales.
I need you to make me a male this year.
I'm gonna try to make him a male this year and make him a pair of llama pythons. I gotta make him a lot of stuff, guys. Alright guys, so that's his ball pythons and his Angolans. He does have some retics, some other miscellaneous stuff. So let's show that off real quick.
Alright, we'll start. I got some bull snakes. And this girl, she's like 2 years old. These are excellent feeders. They're born big, which is really nice. They have big eggs, and I'm excited about breeding them.
So is this a full size bull snake? Or
No, this is only 2 years old.
2 years old. So how much bigger would this get?
I can show you. I think females can get up to 6 feet.
Okay.
5 to 6 feet, I would say. She's a good 4.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Here's another. This is a head albino here.
Oh wow. So these are pretty much similar to pine snakes, right?
Right.
Okay.
Pine snakes, gopher snakes.
Yes.
All in the same
Yeah.
family. She's a little jumpy. She's got a beautiful tail.
And they'll rattle their tail like a rattlesnake.
warning,
Yep.
right.
Those are really, really nice looking animals. So the cool thing about these snakes, they actually will slither backwards, correct?
Oh yeah, they definitely can crawl backwards as fast as they can forward.
So that's really cool, guys. Kind of a little creepy though, but it's pretty cool. So how many bull snakes are you working with?
I've got 3 females and a male, and this is my 3rd female here. And she's in deep shed.
So you can hear the hissing going on, the heavy breathing, the hissing. Say, she's in shed, so she really can't see that well. A little nervous. We get it. She might strike at me. We don't want to irritate her too much, so we'll leave her alone. But you can see the way they act.
They're the queen of bluffing.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, guys.
Here's my male, and he's in deep
Oh,
shed.
that's gorgeous.
He's a ghost. He's hypoexanthic
Wow.
from summer snakes, and he's deep in shed.
So it's almost like a true ghost with ball pythons with the
Right.
hypo and the exanthic. That's neat.
And with bull snakes, there's different lines of exanthic, just like there are ball pythons. There's Ballum, and I can't think of the other one off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool looking snake. Wow.
He's in deep shed.
Yeah, guys, a lot of people don't work with bull snakes, but I think bull snakes are really underrated. The way they look, the colors, they have these heavy, thick-looking scales that looks almost like a venomous snake. It's really, really unique.
They have a lot of personality.
Yeah, clearly. It looks like they come in a large variety of colors as well. And what do they feed on? Mainly rodents as well?
Yeah, rodents mostly. They're really good feeders.
So males will get about 4 to 5 feet?
Males get larger.
Males get larger?
Yeah, they can actually get 7, 8.
7, 8 feet, wow.
There's nothing in there. We got this is a rat snake. He's 2 years old. He's a really nice rusty male. Most of them don't have reds like that.
So what I like what Art's doing here, he's not just pounding and buying a bunch of ball pythons. He actually works with what he wants and what he likes. So he's not really chasing a market or, you know, every route everybody else is going. He's actually chasing what he likes and what he enjoys collecting and working with. So you really are a colubrid guy at heart, right?
I like a little everything.
Okay.
I won't say I'm.
Because you've done blood pythons, you've done, you've bred retics,
Carpets.
retics. So you've bred all that before.
Right. See, here's another rusty rat. And she's a deep shed, unfortunately. She's totally different size. I mean, color, I mean. Yeah, don't. Lucy.
Oh, wow. So the two Rusties will make this white snake?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so the two snakes that he previously just showed you guys will make a solid white snake. So that's really cool looking.
She's really nice. She's full of food, but she's one of my favorites. She's actually one of the first snakes I wanted to get.
And is that full size?
No, she's
Okay.
she's 2.5.
2.5.
She'll get a little bit larger.
That's a really neat looking snake. You can still hear this one over here puffing. We know. So you're working with ball pythons, you're working with retics, you're working with bull snakes. What else are you working with?
King snakes.
King snakes.
I got mole kings.
Mole king.
Eastern kings.
Eastern king.
Cali kings. And I'm also doing scaleless corns.
You want to show us some of those?
Yeah, sure.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
This is a scaleless blood red. I made him last year. He's only a year old, but he's got good size.
Yeah, those colors are
Clear
gorgeous.
sides, which blood reds have. It looks like, almost looks like motley in the neck.
Yeah, it's really pretty. The color is really looks nice on this camera. Looks a little pale. Let me get it. Yeah, this is the more natural color of it. Yeah, I just darken up the camera to make it look the way it should look. That's the natural color, guys.
I don't know if he's going to go solid eventually, like a blood red does with age. But we'll find out.
No, that's a gorgeous looking snake.
And I'll get his sister out for comparison. And that's the sister. She's not blood red, but she is scaleless. She's het blood red.
So have you noticed any difficulties with the scales corn snakes?
No, I mean they have the belly scales. Only difference is sometimes when they're shedding, you want to get the humidity up a little bit, give them a little mist.
So nothing like the ball pythons, correct?
Right, they're so much easier.
Yeah, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, both of these are a year old. Actually approaching 2 years.
And they're both females, you said?
No, this is the male, this is the female.
You're gonna breed them together?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to hopefully get some fertile eggs.
Okay. So do you prefer your collection like this, nice and small, or you want to get a larger?
I do. I've had a larger collection in the past, and I just decided I want to work with what I want to work with. I've got some snakes I get in trade from my racks. I build rodent racks. Sometimes I get snakes in trade, and I take them in, quarantine them for a while, make sure they're in good health, and sell the snakes. I have certain ones I want to hold on to, certain ones I don't intend to keep.
So if you guys are in North Carolina, South Carolina, maybe Virginia,
Right.
if you guys are looking for any rodent racks, I can make them. Art makes racks. We do a lot of shows together. He brings a lot of racks to shows. He sells a lot of racks at shows. You can see they have the watering system, tubing, the hose. Does not come at rodents, unfortunately, but
We can arrange that.
we can arrange that. Yeah, he's producing rodents here, so if you need some rodents to start off a colony or two, he could provide that as well. So what we have here, this is gorgeous.
This is a tangerine albino milk snake.
Oh my god.
He's available. Got him in trade.
So you traded a rack for that snake?
Right.
So if you guys have snakes that you want to trade for racks in the North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia area, yeah, hit up Art. I'll leave his information on the bottom. Make sure you hit him up like really late at night.
And they're always squirmy when they're tiny. Make sure to put them back in the right one. Nope. Let's see. Here's another rat snake I like.
Oh
It's a
wow.
hypo rusty female.
So it's like the rusty you showed us before. So this rusty, if you bred two of them together, you make that all white snake again, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this in the albino version.
Yes.
Or the hypo. I mean.
The hypo version, yes. Which is almost like a cream skull type looking color. Really nice. Yeah, that's a gorgeous looking
Her
animal.
nose is getting more and more yellow.
Yeah, you can see like a nice yellow looking head compared to the body. Really cool two tones.
Let's see what else we got.
So besides the species you're working with, what other species would you want to work with?
I'd like to get, let's see, some different milks, some black milks.
Not a colubrid guy, right?
I want to get womas. That's one
Womas,
thing I wanna
yep.
get. Yeah, I really want to get back. I've had womas in the past. Maybe some blackheads.
Okay.
You know, about the same, but.
So again, not mainly ball pythons or anything. You really want to do different type of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a little of each thing.
Got it.
Maybe some old world rat snakes.
Some bamboos and stuff like that. Mandarins, maybe.
Right. Yep. All of the above. Some beauty snakes.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a blood. It's supposed to be. Here she is.
Oh wow! Look at this blood python, guys. So this animal is gorgeous. So I remember when you got this snake, you actually did trade this for a rack as well.
I did.
So look at that, guys. You got a cool milk snake, you got a cool blood python for training racks. So if you guys have any cool snakes and need some rodent racks, hit up Art. He has some space. If not, he'll make space.
Got some more ball pythons.
More ball pythons.
Got a pod that's in shed.
So these two are available, correct?
Right. They're both actually in shed.
So that's a Super Mojave male.
Female.
Female. So a Bell Super Mojave female.
And a
And
pod
a
male.
pod male. So if you guys are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, if you guys want these cool animals, just hit up Art.
Got some bowl teams. I think they're all in shed. Here's a little baby.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's starting shed.
Yeah, the colors on this animal are really nice. Nice and rusty looking color. Yeah, I like it a lot.
He's from Kent Carter.
So Kent Carter works with a lot of colubrids, a lot of rat snakes, corn snakes. So, you want to talk about these retics maybe?
Alright, so I've got a purple golden child female.
So, I originally had this animal. I originally bought or traded or something. I got this animal from Art
4 years ago.
4 years ago as a baby. He lost the parents, unfortunately. So, I was able to, pretty much sell him it back or gave him back. So now he has at least the first retics that he ever produced. He has a baby from that litter. So, I'm really happy with that. So, we don't need to take her out. She's a little moody. Art moved her up here. She had a rat in there. We had to entice her with a rat just to get the water bowl in here. Cause she was down here fine, puppy dog tamed. Went up here and just switched off a little bit. So we'll leave her alone. If you want, you can show us one or two of these. And again, guys, Art made these racks. He's not making racks right now, but I'm sure if the money's right, he wouldn't mind. But Art's pretty handy, guys. So if you need side work done,
No, I'm booked out for so long.
So this is a really neat snake. I remember you bringing this snake to a show once for sale, and it didn't sell. And I'm kind of happy it didn't sell because this is a really cool snake. I think it's going to be really nice to have in future projects.
This is actually my mate for my purple golden child eventually.
So this is an orange ghost stripe, sunfire, het purple. So this is a really, really nice looking animal.
He's very active.
So in theory, this snake can make cows, correct?
Yes.
So if you guys don't know what a cow is, I posted a video right now of it. But this is a really pretty looking snake. I love this, that floatingness, that clean stripe going all the way down his back.
Sunfire.
Yeah, that sunfire makes it look really clean and neat. That's what retics do, guys. That's why we don't take out retics much or bigger snakes, because they're usually all over the place. But look at that animal, guys. That animal is gorgeous.
It's got a nice iridescence to her. I don't know if you can see that in the camera.
So would you recommend a retic to a beginner?
No, not a mainland, maybe a dwarf, but probably not a dwarf even. Most of them like to cruise.
Do you think retics get a bad rap just because, you know, they get large? You think they're pretty docile, pretty easy animals, or depending on just the animal itself?
This snake's about a year old, so you see how big they get.
Yeah, they get big. They get big pretty quick, guys.
Over here we have a Phantom Sunfire.
So we're just gonna show it in the glass. We don't want to bother it too much. It's got a Phantom Sunfire.
She's hat purple as well.
Hat purple. So this is Art's collection, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I did enjoy making it. I knew Art for a pretty long time. I'm glad me and him are friends. I'm glad he was nice enough to let us film today. I have Andrea shooting some stuff behind us throughout the video. As always, guys, have a good one. Art, anything you want to say?
No, I think that's about got it. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.